Hi guys, in this video we will make the comparison of two note-taking applications, Notion and Evernote. We will be diving deep into these platforms and explore what are these platforms for, which kind of features they have, and what is the UI. And finally, we will explore which kind of pricing options they do have for the users. Alright guys, so without further ado, let's begin. So, what is Notion used for? Notion is like a Swiss Army knife. It's fantastic for taking notes and organizing ideas just like other note-taking apps. But it's much more than that. The Notion you can take notes, track your progress, create mood boards for art projects, and keep all your project details in order. So once we are on the main page on the product section, we can see that it contains wikis. You can use it for different projects, you can organize documents, and it also have the integrated AI assistant. So quite versatile set of products that it has. At the same time, one thing to add that you can download it on iOS or Android, and you can use it for Mac and Windows. So you can use these notes with different kinds of platforms that you have. The UI of Notion is quite intuitive, so once you get started, you will be on this page, and in all already giving you the instructions of how you can already start to modify these texts. For instance, you can start it in a new quick note. Once you will have like multiple quick notes, you can put this into the folders, but let's check the templates that the Notion is offering for us. So if you go to the template section, they already have like pre-built templates. So for example, it has already a template for it to-do list. So you can track the tasks that you have created for yourself. Or you can use it the template for projects and tasks. Or the other one is the project and task sprints. And at the same time, you can use for keeping the docs in the right order. Or if you have a need to create a queue or a page or wiki for your internal or external team. So you also can get the template which is already pre-built in the Notion. Once we talk about the pricing options of Notion, the one that I have used here was free. But basically in case if you get started, probably in some cases the free will be more than enough. But in case if, for example, you need to invite more than 10 guests, so around like 100. So you would need to use the plus option, and if you need more of that, you can use the business one. Or you can also make the request for a demo for the enterprise. Now we will explore Evernote, and we will start from the part. What is that for? What is Evernote? The Evernote is a handy note app that lets you write, arrange digital notes. It work on all your gadgets and make sure your notes are the same everywhere. It could be just your personal helper, or you could use it across the team as well. You could check out the UI of Evernote, so it's quite simple and straightforward. So let's go to the home page. Once we are on the home page, this is basically the dashboard of all your notes. So you can see the most recent ones that are in this section for suggested ones that the Evernote thinking to suggest to you. You can create a new one, you can create from scratch. But most interesting, if we go to the notes, then in the notes section you can create the new notes. And if we would like to put these notes in the folder and organize it that way, we can create the notebooks. So notebooks are like a folders. If you create the notebook, then you can assign these notes to be in a specific notebook. Alright, another great feature in case if you wrote something and you remember some notes that it has been contained in some piece of text. So you can go to the search and write, let's say find it. So we can see that there is a text that contains this piece of text. So if you click on that, then you will be in the notes where this piece of text was mentioned already. If we take a look on the pricing options for Evernote, there is a free option that you can use in case if you're not going to use it across different kind of teams, and you will use it as the personal one if there is a possibility that it will be more than enough for you. But in case if you would like to use more than 2 devices, then in this case you need to switch to the paid option. The price would vary depending on the country you're located in. And if you would like to make different kind of integrations, you need to go to the professional ones. So it will allow you to integrate it with Slack, Microsoft Teams and others. So that's it for this comparison. If you found this video helpful, then do make sure to give this a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Thanks.